up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here to talk about Real Housewives of New Jersey. I said New York City right before I started. New Jersey. I don't know what episode this is. I think it's 12 or 13. So OC just ended. The reunion. Did they say next week? What other Real Housewives is on right now? It's just those two right now, right? Yeah, I think it's just those two. I feel like something is ending next week. There's a series ending next week. Love and Marriage Huntsville, that's not ending next week. Is it New Jersey? No, I don't know. I feel like New Jersey is ending next week. I think so. Okay. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let the diva know you stopped by. We are down here, honey, to talk about these crazy ass girls. All right. So they start off where we wake up from the next day, right? Frank and Lola are having a conversation, and he basically explains that he doesn't think that what Marge did was bad. Because at first he was just like, man, last night was crazy. And then Dolores was like, yeah, I'm telling Margaret that, and I'm like, Margaret was not the problem last night, lady. You know what I'm saying? That was fucking Teresa. He was like, Marge was not wrong. She just wants answers. She's curious. Basically, she's the gossip. But even the way that Joe explained it, it's just like, we know, between you and me, you know Margaret don't really care, right? Because I don't think that Margaret really cares about Louis. I think that Margaret is literally a busybody, gossip. She knows everything. They've said it over and over again. So she wants answers. She's that girl she's the village gossip, right? So is Jennifer. She knows. She's the village. She ain't got shit to do all day either. So she do the same thing. Trust me. She's gonna be like Margaret when she gets Margaret's age. Watch. Okay. So anyways, Marge is in the other room saying that Teresa was psychotic. I agree, girl. She was like, clearing the table like that, especially someone that you're cool with, like you're supposed to be friends with. But like I said, I feel like since last season, since that incident happened with Danielle and Margaret, and she told Danielle to pull Margaret's hair. That from that point forward, I don't believe that I believe like everything that Margaret does to Teresa is like a get back from that. I don't think they've been cool since that incident. Like, you told her to pull my hair. Yes, I poured water on her, right? Yes. It was a natural sequence of things on how that escalated. Margaret should not have thrown that water on that lady's head. On that lady's head like that. That was a mess. She said when Danielle had a smile. When I tell you Danielle had a smile on her face, she said, "Yak!" I said, "Oh Lord, no, she did not." And even after all of that, they still were not like They still felt like what Danielle did was worser than what Homegirl did, than what Margaret did. She was like, it was completely unprovoked. Bill said, "What happened to Namaste?" And Jennifer was like, "I guess it's go away," right? I love that Margaret took Teresa's room, bitch. Okay, you want to leave? You got to go. First of all, you got to go. You've been violent. So word on the street is that the producers told Teresa to leave, that she needed to leave, because I don't think she would have stopped. And it's really weird how it's like you literally cannot regulate your emotions. That's what I feel like. It's so weird because I feel like you're this angry. And to Frank's point to Louis, she's not bad mouthing you. She's not talking shit about you. She's asking questions about what's coming up in the news about you. It's unfavorable. You know what I say? If you wanted people to tell a different story about you, you should have played a different role in their story. That's how I feel. Like, so now these stories are coming out, they're unfavorable. You got to speak to that. You trying to, first of all, you trying to come into this circle, not just with Teresa, but we're trying to come into this circle. So we need to know who you are. And I don't understand, Miss, Teresa Corleone. You figure, like, we want to know who this person is. Who are you bringing into this family? Like, literally. Like, and why can't anybody ask? Like, that's crazy. She's not bad mouthing Louis at all. It's not my fault the women are saying he beat them in front of their children and stuff like that. And he's addicted to sex and all this other stuff. That's not Margaret's fault. Shit, she want to know. Margaret wants the tea. And then you act like nobody can bring stuff up on camera. Shut up, Teresa. Teresa is just it's just irrational, illogical. It's like when you start trying to rationalize it, you start to feel dumb. You know what I mean? It's like, ugh. Anyway, she kept talking about it. You kept talking about it, but it was a buildup. She's acting like I'm leaking stuff to the blogs. Oh, that's what she said. It was unprovoked. That's when they all came down. And she said it was unprovoked. And then Jennifer was like, well, you called her a liar. Somebody said that. You called her a liar. And she was like, yeah, but I told her she was a liar because she's saying that I did something that I didn't do. I'm not leaking stuff to the blogs. That's a lie. Well, you kept talking about it and you keep talking about Louis. So it's like a buildup. So we see Joe and Melissa on the phone with Teresa, and she's saying that, she's still like amped up, and it's crazy. It's like I think it's really extreme deflection is what she's doing. It's extreme deflection. If I can get extremely angry with Marge, we cannot focus on her asking questions about Louis. I'll just be completely angry with her every time I see her, and that will keep us from even having to discuss this. It's like extreme deflection. It's weird. It's weird. Margaret said she's never engaging with her. Says what she wants. Yeah, they were like, she says what she wants. So does Teresa get to say what she wants and we have to tiptoe around her? And everybody's basically like, yeah. And we're like, no. And then Margaret says, I'm not doing the dance around the crazy person. I don't do that dance. And that's what I feel like when I'm thinking about the way that Portia is allowed to behave, the way that Teresa is allowed to behave. I called you a liar and you responded with this extreme anger, this extreme expression of emotion because I called you a liar and you are lying. So Teresa's going to gaslight the situation and make it seem like I'm angry at Margaret for bringing this stuff up when I'm just trying to create some chaos so we don't have to talk about those things. Because Margaret is not saying anything bad about Louis. That's how I feel. And why is there a double standard? She gets to say what she wants about other people, but we have to tiptoe around. Like, if Jackie were to behave the way Teresa behaved towards Teresa when she did what she did last season with Evan, you see the way she acted when she brought up Gia sniffing coke in the bathroom. You actually did that. That didn't actually happen. But what you do is you get extremely angry over what didn't actually happen to avoid what actually happened. And she's doing it here too. Because you got so angry, so mad, because and then said that she needed to tell her in advance when she's going to use an analogy. You know good and goddamn well Gia is not sniffing coke in the bathroom. You know it's never been on any blog, but you decide to get extremely angry over something made up. Like you're getting extremely angry over Margaret calling you a liar for saying that she's leaking stuff to the blog. She doesn't know anything about Louis. Crazy. Joe explains what about Teresa and how she is or whatever. Dolores says that Louis is this kind man and he basically came and saved Teresa. So I guess Margaret is just not Margaret. I guess Dolores is saying, that's what I say. Okay. You know, and now I'm thinking about it because it's like you want to tell someone like this probably isn't the best person for you. But it's like reading the Yelp reviews. It's like you want to tell the person I would not recommend. But then you're like, they deserve happiness for however long it lasts. That's how I felt when when my kid's father, when he got his new girlfriend, I literally, I swear to God, I literally, when I first met her, I wanted to like, I was looking over the car and I was like, I wanted to tell her, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I literally wanted to mouth that to her. But then I thought to myself, like, no, that's fucked up. She deserves happiness for however long it lasts, even though I know with this person, it's not gonna last. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, girl, don't do it. But it's like, let the people have their time, their bubble, their love bubble. Let them have that. Even though you know the dude is not. And so it's like you kind of have to, I guess, pick and choose the battles. Let her be as happy as she wants to be with Louis for however long it lasts. Let her have that. Even though he has this past, it does appear that he, I don't know. We really haven't seen Louis upset or anything like that. He seems to be kind of on guard. I think next week, it is the finale next week. He kind of like says, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. Maybe, I don't know. He seems to be comfortable with the guys. He gets drunk with them and has drinks with them. But maybe, is he really drunk? I feel like, I don't know why I feel like something about Louis is not like, he's still performing, right? And I think that's normal when somebody comes into a family. They're still trying to figure out, who's who and what's what. But then you have this weird ass girlfriend who's like, don't talk, don't say anything. And it's just like, girl, I don't know. Teresa is crazy. Teresa is fucking crazy. Margaret says she owes everyone a major apology. What are you going to do if she starts acting crazy? And it's sad that you really have to devise a plan for the village idiot, because when she starts acting up, you're going to block her over here and I'm going to drag her out because she's unable to regulate her emotions at 50 fucking 2 years old. Girl, like, that shit is crazy to me. That is crazy to me. And what's even crazier is, everyone knows that Margaret is not leaking shit to the blogs. Everyone knows that Teresa's behavior is irrational. Everyone knows that Teresa is acting like this over a lie she made up in her head. Well, maybe you leaked it to the blogs. Everybody knows that, and yet and still, it's like, Teresa, calm the fuck down and stop acting like Margaret did not leak that shit to the blog. Somebody needs to talk to her like that. And I'm like, Melissa too, it's like, girl, she on the phone telling Melissa, y'all better set that bitch straight. Y'all better set that bitch straight or I'm not going to deal with y'all anymore. Okay. Who the fuck are you? Girl, you're irrational, you crazy, you make up shit in your mind and get extremely angry over shit you made up. You are a dangerous person. For somebody to get that angry over something they made up in their mind. That's like, to me, like when you think about these men who like stalk women, and they're like in like Joe in You. He comes up with these fantasies and fantastical ideas about this person, and when we're getting married and this and that and believing it. Something's not right. I'm sorry. Um they're gonna go sing. So Teresa and Dolores, they're gonna go shopping. They're not gonna go to the studio with them. Joe went to a sex toy store, and got a strap on for Frank, and it's gonna be exciting and fun. Tiki has to stay back because he's working. So they get on the boat. The boat looks really, really fun. I was like, that looked like really, real fun when they was sliding down the slides and stuff. That looked like fun. Um, they had the strap on. They were getting so fucked up. They were getting so fucked up. Um, he gives Frank the strap on, but then he cuts the penis at the balls and says, "Now you have some balls, right?" But then there's, it's hollow. And so they are taking shots out of the penis. Now, let me tell you something. Now, I don't know if y'all noticed, but Bill said, I'm not playing that game with y'all. Y'all can do all this stuff. Y'all can play. Bill said, no, I'm drunk. I as drunk and fucked up as I am, I know I don't want a penis in my mouth. Oh, God. And Tony the Turk, baby, when he came back, he got off of that. He got off of that bus. His hair was all over his head. He was looking around. Bitch, his shirt was on backwards. Bill is a key when he is drunk, baby. I love it. And then when he was sitting, like after he put on his cowboy outfit or whatever, I don't know if I was like, where did that accent come from, Bill? He said something about doing something with your husband, and it was like this accent. And then he was sitting over there with that black hat and them jeans on and them boots. I was like, look at Bill, looks good over there with his drunk ass. He was looking cute over there in that cowboy hat. That was so funny when he got off that bus, baby. It was so funny. And then Joe was fucked up. Frank was fucked up. Frank was so fucked up. And then when Dolores got back from shopping, she was like, Frank, no. And like, how y'all drunk, like this drunk in the middle of the day? Oh, God, vacations are so fun. I love when they go on vacations. I do. It's especially this cast. I love when they go on vacation. So funny. Oh my God. Oh, that was so funny. And then when the women saw them, they were like, what is that around your neck? Frank he had the balls around his neck. And it was like, you guys were taking shots. And Joe, he was so proud of himself. I had grown men taking shots out of a penis. This is how they have fun, y'all. This is it. But it was funny to me. So funny. So they go to the studio. The girls go to the studio. And they are singing Lady Drama. It was awful. It was horrible. It was cute. It was just so bad. It was like no one has any like concept of sound except for Melissa. On display, on display, on display. Remember how jealous Teresa was? Do y'all remember how jealous Teresa was? That Joe built Melissa a studio and had her singing, put out a single and everything, but she was jealous. She sound all right. She was, she was so jealous of her. If I was Melissa, I wouldn't fool with Teresa. It would just be strictly because that's my husband's sister. And that's it. Like, I wouldn't fool with her. It wouldn't be no Kiki. We going to brunch or none of that. Because, bitch, you crazy. You half crazy. You are. You really are. I'm drinking mud water. It is really good. Okay. Louis on the boat. Oh, yeah. They asked Louis, has he ever seen Teresa like that before? And he was like, that's the worst that I've seen of her. He said he was scared. Girl, what? Not as probably as scared as that woman was when you was doing what you was doing in front of her children, allegedly. Yeah, I ain't forgot. That's why y'all don't want to talk about that shit. That's why. Anyways, they said don't get involved in the women's stuff. Margaret is protective. Margaret is protective over Teresa. Girl, shut up. Who said that? I just wrote Margaret protective. No, she's not. I remember somebody said that. Um, Margaret wasn't wrong. That's what Frank said. I'm glad that somebody stuck up for Margaret. I'm glad that he said, I know that Joe would have done that. Her husband, of course, he was kind of like, but like Frank saying like an outside person, because if Joe says it's like, yeah, that's your wife, you're going to say that. But somebody else on the outside looking in saying she wasn't wrong. She's not bad mouthing you. You're trying to get into our group of friends, our family. You're trying to get in Teresa's life. Things come out about you. We want to know, like, what? Like, talk about this. Like, I don't know. Things come out about you. You need to talk. I don't think that Margaret was wrong. And I agree with Frank. She hasn't said anything. She hasn't said anything bad about him. She just, my thing is, it's not because she cares. Like, let's be clear. Troutmouth is my girl. But we're not going to act like she gives a shit about Teresa. Ever since Teresa told Danielle to pull Margaret's hair, they're not cool. And I don't think they like each other at all. And then and she called her all kind of see you next Tuesdays, white trash, and all this other stuff. Girl, they said the Italians, let me shut up. Girl, let me shut up. She's calling somebody white trash. Y'all just got been able to call yourselves white. Anyway. Anyways, child. Teresa, they go shopping for boots. They're trying to get boots or whatever. She needs to watch what she says. Dolores tells Teresa that she needs to control her rage. It doesn't do anything. She says when her and Jackie got into it, she was like, I was in her face and everything like that, but I had to walk away. We need to grow from that. We're getting older. We cannot respond to stuff like that anymore. And it's true. It is true. Even like the thing with, with all of these shows, they just, at a certain point, you just have to learn how to regulate yourself. There are reasons and understandable reasons why people lose control. Understandable. Like, oh, I understand why that happened. Oh, I get it. Oh, okay, I get it. While as wrong as it may be, sometimes you could look at a situation and be like, I understand how it escalated to that. I wouldn't have done that, but I get how it got to that point, right? Portia, like that scene from that show that she had, when is it that, like, how angry are you in a situation, in a situation that you created yourself? Like, how angry do you get where you want to throw like camera equipment and what are those things that warm you up when you outside at the restaurant? You know what I'm talking about? The heat lamps. You want to throw a heat lamp at something? That's what it looked like she was trying to throw at somebody. Like, girl, are you serious? You are that old and you are unable to regulate yourself. I get when people like do something, you just black the fuck out. But Teresa's blacking the fuck out over nothing. That's my thing. It's like, girl, what? You blacking the fuck out because of some shit you told yourself. Maybe you. Girl, that didn't happen. And you know that didn't happen. You just don't want us to talk about Louis. So you're going to get mad over something that doesn't exist. And then everybody literally tiptoe around you over some shit she done made up. And that's why I be saying, like Margaret said, I'm not doing the dancing around the crazy person where y'all give the crazy person grace because they ain't all there. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it feels like. That's how it feels like with Portia. I'd be like, are these people, is something wrong with them? Because why are they giving so much grace for this literal, like, socially, this is unacceptable. It is. It's not acceptable anywhere to act like a complete buffoon because somebody said something to you. Like, and then like, or not even done nothing in Teresa's case. You know what I'm saying? It's just It's understandable. Sometimes you could see, like I said, you can look at a situation and say, okay, I understand how it got there. And then you can look at a situation and say, why the hell did you act like that? That was so uncalled for. Like, oh, everybody said it was unprovoked. She called her a liar. You are lying. You gonna act like that over a lie? That's crazy. You done made some shit in your head and you got so upset over some shit you done made up in your head. Oh my God. Okay, I already talked about Bill getting off the sprinter. It was so funny. Joe and Louie, he tells her, calm her down, talk to her. It's like all of this. Why do we have to do all this prepping for this caged lion that's coming to the dinner? Make sure you feed him enough fucking beef or what? Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. It's crazy to me. It's really crazy to me. And this episode was like, literally the way they were like, oh my God, that was such a good apology. She's really doing well. It's like, is she 12? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't know. Anyways, Jackie says she hates that Teresa's behavior controls the temperature in the room. And Bill, look, I put cowboy. He was looking good as a cowboy. I was like, yes, Bill. He was sitting over there with that hat like that. I was like, okay, come on. So they had their line dancing lesson. That was okay. It was okay. They played their lady drama song. I put horrible, horrible. Okay. Teresa, they're all sitting at the table or whatever. I don't know what Teresa had on. Margaret's dress was pretty. So was Melissa's. Melissa's dress was so cute. I was like, oh, that dress was so cute. Who else? I don't know. What did Jennifer's? I don't know what Jennifer had on. Dude, she had on like shorts, or she had shorts, but she had on like tennis shoes or something like that. Teresa apologizes to the group and she comes up with excuses. She says she was provoked. You were provoked by somebody calling you a liar. And you lied. Literally, you lied. And I called you a liar. So you reacted like that. Own your own behavior. If it wasn't for Margaret, what? If it wasn't for Margaret, I would have eaten. But Margaret's going to eat. What? Is she body shaming again? They're just like sitting at the table like, what is she doing? And everybody's like, oh, that was good job, Teresa. Yes, you did good. Did you guys hear her apology? Yes, say it was good. Say it was good. Yes, good job. It's crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy. You are body shaming. That's my friend. I'm not cool with how you talking to my friend. Margaret was like, that wasn't a good enough apology, this and that. She was like, well, that apology wasn't for Margaret. It was for everybody. And then she was like, okay, whatever. I don't need to talk to her, whatever, this and that. And then, Jennifer, she says, she wasn't pleased with the apology. She going back and forth. You didn't like her apology? I thought it was good. Girl, that was a mess. And then Teresa tells Melissa to tell Margaret to shut the fuck up. But tell her to shut the fuck up. You tell her. No, I'm gonna still let me tell you something. Melissa is stupid to me. I think that's why Melissa gets on people's nerves. Part of the reason why she gets on people's nerves is because you need to just stand up to Teresa. Fuck Teresa. Here it is. Tell Margaret to shut the fuck up. No, you tell her to shut the fuck up. This is some shit you created. I'm out of it. Don't put me in your shit no more. And sit back. Girl, shut her down. Like, that shit is crazy. It's like, literally, what is this animal that we're dealing with here? It's crazy. So she's like, I'm leaving. Margaret's like, I'm leaving too. I'm not dealing with this. Everybody goes their separate ways. And that was it. Next season or next episode, we're going to. Is this thing on every time? I need to check it before I start. We're going to see the season finale next week, so that's good. So we have OC ending, New Jersey ending. So what's coming up? Beverly Hills, because they already had their shots. Beverly Hills and Atlanta, right? That's going to be fun. That is going to be fun. That's going to be fun. I have a feeling that Atlanta is going to be fun because I feel like, and I know, like, you know, I don't fool with New Jersey, Atlanta Teresa, and New Jersey Portia. I don't fuck with Portia, but I feel like her energy leaving the group, like that, it was no long, she couldn't harmonize with anybody. It was just like no harmony anywhere. I feel like she wasn't harmonizing with anybody except for Drew, and it caused a lot of tension in the group. But it wasn't fun tension, you know what I mean? It's like ugh. And then to know that somebody can like flip out just by something you say to them, it's no fun to be around people like that. It's like, girl, control yourself, go somewhere, girl. Anyways, so I have a feeling that Atlanta's going to be funner, um, funner than other previous seasons, because taking Portia out, I really feel like is going to kind of like, we can relax now. We got to be on guard. These animals, that you say something to them, they just immediately like, boom, they just freak out and black out and start throwing shit and stuff like that. Don't nobody want to be around nobody like that. Teresa, who else throwing shit around at the drop of dime? Monique, Portia, just people like that. Like, it's no fun to be around people like that. It really isn't. I gotta be on guard all the time, because if I say something to you, you might black out and then be like, I was provoked. Girl, bye. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.